why am I sad? And I would ask her, like, why am I sad? Hey beautiful people, I'm Juliet, and I know that you clicked on this video being really curious probably and wondering what is happening, but I'm going to explain everything. I apologize in advance if this video is a little bit longer than usual because I don't have a plan of how to approach what I'm going to tell you. I know that today is Friday. I felt like it needed to be posted as soon as possible, but yeah, this video will not have underscore music because I want it to be very straightforward and serious, because this is a serious topic that not a lot of people like to talk about, but I felt in my heart that it was time for me to really sit down and have this talk with you guys. I know I'm going around the bush. Before I start, I want to say that I am okay. I'm actually in some of the best stages of my life. It's very interesting to live the life that I'm living currently. There's a lot of ups and downs, but I wouldn't trade anything that happened to me, because I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't gone through what I'm going to tell you. I don't know how I'm gonna approach this video, and this is really scary. I know that you guys are not gonna judge me because I've never received judgment from my YouTube community, never, and please don't make this video the first. If you guys have nothing positive to say, I encourage you to stop watching now, because it will explain a lot of details about my life that I have yet to talk about on YouTube. I did make a video about this about 2 years ago when I first started my channel. It was very helpful. It helped a lot of people in my school, but I had just gotten out of that certain stage in my life. So I feel like now that it's been like 2 years, I can look back and reflect on it rather than talk about it as I'm going through it. Yeah, so the video is called My Depression, and that is something that I have been through, and it is something that it's always with me. But when I was a sophomore in high school, I basically fell into a really, really dark depression, and there wasn't a lot of reason behind it. It was just like I would overthink things. I was very stressed. I was in a relationship that at the time, like when I was a sophomore, it was kind of falling apart, and a lot of things were just not going the way I wanted them to. But still, I had a really, really great life. I was just super blinded to it, and I ended up falling into this really, really just dark moment. And the funny thing about it is that there was no specific reason behind why I was feeling that way. I was just feeling that way. And it was so confusing to me because I would try to find ways to heal that and nothing would work. And I mean, like, you guys know I'm a Christian, so I was never away from God, but still I was going through this really, really dark moment, and I would pray, but I felt like I wasn't being heard, and it was just such a weird stage. And this lasted for 7 months, and in those 7 months I changed into a completely different person. There was good and there was bad. I was playing the lead in my high school production, West Side Story. I was Maria, and I would never change any of that for anything. But there was just a void constantly. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I lost weight. I broke up with my ex. I didn't want friends. I didn't want anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I closed myself up completely. For no reason. And no, the breakup with my ex wasn't the reason why I was in it. I broke up with my ex because I was in such a dark place. Long story short, we got back together. We broke up again after that. He was a big part of my life, and I'm really grateful for him. But that's in the past, okay? So don't think that this depression happened because of a breakup, because it didn't. It was actually vice versa. I broke up with him because of my depression. So that's all you need to know. Now, we put that aside. The elephant in the room is gone. 3 months into this really, really bad time in my life, I didn't think I would survive. Like, I really didn't think that there was gonna be any good in my life ever again. And that's a scary thought, because although, like, it's 3 months, when you're sad for 3 months straight or however long, it can feel like an eternity. Like, it felt like it was never going to end. Like, I would be in class just crying for no reason, just telling my mom, like, I want you to pick me up, like, I want to go home now. And there was no reason why I wanted to go home. There was no reason. I didn't want to be around people, and I allowed myself to get into such a dark place without even knowing it. It was so tough and so painful, and I was so young and I didn't know why. I didn't get why me. Like, why is everybody okay and I am not? Is everybody going through the same thing I'm going through and I don't know it? I didn't know. I was lost. And of course, with depression comes a lot of really bad thoughts, but I will never say that I ever wanted to die. Like, I never wanted to die. I was skinny. Like, I was bony for no reason. I lost so much weight. I was actually 98 pounds. I went down to 98 pounds and I'm 5'4". So that's really skinny. No one knew, and it came to a point where after those 3 months, I couldn't do it anymore. And I told my teacher, and she was amazing. She referred me to the safe counselor at my school. My safe counselor basically told me, like, I'm gonna give you this letter. I'm not gonna call them. You're gonna talk to them. And how I'm gonna know that you talk to them is by them signing this paper, letting me know that, like, they're aware of your situation. That's how bad it was. Ma, you're being mad loud! Oh. Did you make the food?
You don't deserve it.
I don't deserve it.
You bring
me so much food. Oh my god, you're a queen. I love my mom. Oh no. Although I didn't want my body to be harmed, I put in my body what I was feeling inside. And it was so hard because I didn't want to do it. If it was physical, if I could see it, then maybe I would stop feeling it inside if it was just on me. I didn't think I would talk about this part, but I'm opening up, so might as well just open up about that too. Now, I love my body. I never did something that could potentially, like, really harm me to the point where I need to go to the hospital. This is scary. Like, a lot of people don't know this about me, and I'm kind of shaking and I'm nervous and I'm sweating. But anyway, yeah, I'm not justifying what I did, but it was never something that could harm me really bad. So I talked to my dad and he took it very well. It's actually not a topic of conversation. We haven't talked about it ever since because, you know, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm happy, life is great. Talking to my mom was really hard. They actually don't know I'm filming this video, so I really hope that if they watch this video, they don't feel any type of way. She was really taken aback. She was surprised. So I come back on Monday with my paper signed and she asked me, like, is there anything you want to say? And I tell her, like, I need to know what's wrong. I need to understand why this is happening to me. And I just broke down in the office and I was like, I just want to understand why this is happening to me. Why am I sad? And I would ask her, like, why am I sad? I'm guessing the person next to her heard me. And she happened to be a doctor, you know, that dealt with, like, depression, stuff like that. Let's name her Gloria for the purpose of this video. She's like, hi, my name is Gloria. You know, I heard you. I was packing my stuff and I just finished being with, like, a patient. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, like, I come here to the school and I do my sessions here at the school during one of your periods. And I was like, just completely taken aback, and I was like, yeah, I want to do it. And I actually went to her office the next day. I had to take, like, a test. I didn't hide anything. And she diagnosed me with clinical depression. So if you don't know what clinical depression is, it's basically a more severe stage of depression. Like, clinical depression lasts a lot longer and it's a lot more severe. Like, you're constantly feeling this. There's nothing that can help you put it away. For every person, depression is different. So for every person, clinical depression is different. But she told me, you are severely depressed. You need help. As soon as I heard that, I couldn't believe that it was that bad because I hadn't talked about it and I had kept it in. So for me, it became normal. Like, being sad 24/7, not having energy, being a different person became normal. I went to school and I went to rehearsal and I went on with my everyday life, and I realized that I'm not living the best life I could have been living. Like, I was looking at everything around me and I loved what I was doing. I loved acting, I loved singing, I loved going to school, but for some reason, I was miserable. Once she told me, you have clinical depression, I was like, now I know that I'm not crazy, that I am feeling these feelings. And now, once you hit rock bottom, the only way to go is up. That was my mentality. From then on, I would go into therapy with her once a week. I would talk so much and just, like, let it out. And she'd be like, okay, so you're gonna go home and do this, you're gonna go home and do this exercise in the mirror, and I would do everything. It really like changed everything. And I'm not saying that therapy was the only thing that like changed me. Again, it's different for everybody. It was no longer something that I was closed off about. Yeah, clinical depression doesn't just disappear. I can't say that I am always a happy butterfly. I can't say that I'm always excited about life. I go through a lot of really dark stuff still, because that changes you. I'm a freshman. That was when I was a sophomore. It hasn't been that long. I really try to be the happiest me I can be. I feel it sometimes, and it's dark and it's lonely. And it's something that I don't ever wish upon anybody, but it's something that a lot of people go through and a lot of people are quiet about. And I'm not saying that if you're going through this, you have to tell somebody, but it might help you. And it's not something that you should go through alone, because it can be harder. It's not impossible to come out of it by yourself, but it's harder. I was so sad that now I grab onto my happiness and I do not let it go for anything, because I know what it is like to be so sad that you feel like the world is literally going to collapse on you, and you feel like the world is pressing on your shoulders constantly, like everything is going against you, everything is so bad, you don't have the will to do anything, you don't want to do anything. I know what that feels like, and sometimes I still feel that way, but I am reminded that everything happens for a reason, that I went through that because maybe I'm helping someone now. I wouldn't be who I am today if none of that would have happened. I wouldn't be a YouTuber if none of that would have happened, because I started YouTube to get away from that. I started YouTube to bring happiness to other people because I didn't have it. And look how far it's gotten me with something that doesn't even have to do with depression. But because I started YouTube, I decided to post a sign language video, and millions of people have seen it and have been identified till this day. People are still identified. None of that would have happened if those 7 months wouldn't have happened. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, I was depressed. Yes, depression is real. But if you are going through depression, do not give up. I don't think I'm the smartest person. I don't think I'm the wisest person, but I strive to be better than I used to be. I know this video was something that you guys didn't expect. I know today is a day that you guys didn't expect me to post, but I thought it was important, and I'm really scared, and I really hope that you guys see this and don't feel any negative feeling, because it was nothing like that. And I am excited for you guys to see this part of me. If you are going through depression, whoever's watching this video, whether I know you or not, or whether I know that you're going through this or not, if you're here right now, you can only go up. You can only get better. There's a contrast to every feeling and every emotion. I encourage you to either talk to someone, and if you don't feel comfortable with doing that, to start thinking positive and know that I'm here for you. If you want to send me a message with your name or anonymously, go ahead. Like, I will do everything in my power to respond. You can reach me on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, anywhere. You can email me. Everything is Juliet Lyan. I'm here for you, but you are not alone in any of this. I want to make more videos like this as well. Like, I want to make more videos talking about like my past and being the way that I am now because of my past, because I've been through a lot. So if you guys want to know more about like certain topics, let me know in the comments below. I know this video was very different, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel to see videos twice a week. I thank you guys for allowing me to use this platform to share videos like this that are important, that need to be talked about, and it's something that a lot of people go through secretly. So nobody knew what I was going through until I said something. So for 4 months it was completely secret. So don't judge a book by its cover. You never know what someone is going through. So be nice to those around you. You don't know what a hello or you look nice or any nice phrase can do for a person. We need more happiness and more positivity in this world. Find your happiest you, please. Like, we need it. You are so special. You are so special. And I love you. Alright, I'm leaving. Bye.